get too noisy or too fast movements, so I don't get sick. Make sense? Yeah, stop. Oops. Okay. There's one thing more we're gonna do. In my assets folder, when I bought a character, it came with animations. Look here. I go to my model, Viking Mini, and I use the Viking sword. I go to Viking sword. If you use the Viking axis, you're gonna look at Viking axis. I open that, and look what I see there all animations. Jumping, all those different animations. And I have an animation idle here. Display, and that's my idle animation. Okay? And I have another animation. Run. Okay? I have an animation jump. Okay? Now it's not jumping, it's standing still, because with physics I'm going to make it go up and land. Make sense? Okay. This is a cool trick I learned. Okay. For the people who are new to the animator, don't worry what I'm going to say. But if you have used the animator before, normally you have to create first the animator, then you have to find the animation and drag it in to make that. Yesterday I discovered a new way. It's really by fluke, I say. What? I didn't know that. It's not in documentation. Look, what I'm going to do, I want to drag and drop all those animations on my character and later on use to say which animations will be playing. Okay? What I do is select here my Viking. And here, look at this. I select my idle. And I drag it on my Viking. I select my jump, drag it on my Viking. I go to my run, and I drag it on my Viking. Then I set my Viking. For the people who have worked with the animator before, hey, it automatically creates an animator, automatically creates an animator for you, and when you open it, it's automatically set up for you there, put in. You knew that?
No, I didn't know that.
Me neither, I only discovered this yesterday when I was playing. What? Hold on a second, I don't have to create an animator? Wow, that's nice. So, this event menu that you see here is what we call, if you're new to it, a state machine. And you can say, play the animation idle, or then go to jump, then to run. You then can say which animation should be playing. We call that menu the animator. No, it's very confusing, because in Unity we hired developers and we hired marketing people. The guys who made it, they call it animator. The guys in the marketing call it mechanism. They both have logic. There's logic. Sorry behind it, but listen, guys. If you put on the website mechanism and you open the software, and people come to ask me where's mechanism, and they tell me it's not in there. No, because it's called animator. Then we have the people who wrote the manual. Some pages they call it mechanism, some pages call it the animator. So, but hey, complain to marketing. So that menu is called the animator. And when I have here I'm going to show you here. Here when I select my Viking, there you see the word animator. And you see the controller. That is automatically created for you. This means all the animations will be controlled by this controller, the one we just created, the visual representation. Okay. Some people say animation. No, it's animator. Animations means actually the movement. Animator, Arnold Schwarzenegger know that, it's controlling. It's controlling which one it controls. Which one is playing. Make sense? If it's not, bad luck. No. When I was in the past when we actually made it, this system, I didn't understand it. A lot of people didn't understand it, so we went back to management, and guess what they did? They cut it fully out to Unity editor, and then they told the programmers, rewrite it so that at least it's understandable for people who use Unity. They were very strict on it. So it took a year delay. But it was worth it that we did it because it was too complicated first. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah. So what look here now. The last thing I want to show you. You see this one is orange, this one is gray, and this one is gray. Because I drag and drop first idle in. If I drag and drop idle first in there, that one will be orange. Orange means that is a default animation that will play first. If you would drag and drop jump in it, jump will be orange. What is it yellow? That's orange in. It's orange? Okay, good, because I always wondered. And I'm there. I'm not sure. Okay. So, if you would have jump in it, jump will be orange. And then jump will play. But look, no. When I press no play, I go to my game. Press play. You see? Where's my character? My character is standing in the idle position. Here, Viking. See, I should do the controller a little bit better. It's too high, not too low. So now you see my character is standing in the idle position. Okay. After that, after we have done this, we're going to have to be able to say we can go from idle to running, from idle to jumping, from jumping to run, from run to jump. All those different combinations we're going to have to handle. Make sense? Okay, so I'm going to recap what you have to do. You go to your camera rig, and you're going to add the script, camera follow script. And you're going to say the target is my Viking. You drag and drop the Viking from the hierarchy in there and set the speed to 1. And make sure that my camera will follow the character. Then you select the character and then go to models, mini Viking, and make sure you select the same one. If you use the axis, go ahead and open axis. If it's sword, open sword. And drag and drop your animations in there. Idle, run, jump, and drag that on your Viking. Okay, and then press play to see if your Viking plays the idle animation. Then let's open here PowerPoint. Okay. You're going to do this?
So it's like,
How do you get to the window you discovered yesterday? The fluke. How do you get to the state?
Oh, you click the character.
Yeah.
And now you see controller in animated. To the right. Yeah, and controller up. Then, yeah, double click on it.
Oh,
And then you see it.
great. Thank you.
we're kind of stuck on the seconds.
Okay, yeah.
We got the camera selected and the script, but we can't remember where the script was.
Here,
Oh,
add a component.
okay, got it.
And go to the script.
Thank you.
Scroll down, yeah. Camera follow. Yeah, and put it to 1, the value.
Click on your right. Right model. Where's model? Right sword. Right sword. Okay, right. Look at animations.
Doesn't seem to add anything. It's under the model. You go to the model, there's an arrow. So it's not an animation folder. It's the model is many like.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's just supported with the model from Maya, so it's not.
Okay. guess it's
Use the mouse. Yeah, there's
yeah, you can see the animation animations. You can't find the animations. Must be looking in the wrong place. Is this the animations?
no, it's not in there. You gotta go to the model. So, Viking, so you go to mini Viking there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then those are the animations. Yeah, so you just
drag idle, jump, and run.
just jump. Yeah, exactly.
Same question I was overhearing, but animations is under models.
Yeah, it's under the model. So if you go scroll down to the Viking you're using, and then you click the arrow.
Click on the arrow.
Yeah, the arrow over there, and then it'll expand. And you scroll down, and it'll be you scroll down again. It'll be those are the animations.
Oh, I gotcha. All right, thank you.
How do we set the speed to 1?
The speed.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, it's under the. If you go to click on the guy in the Viking in there, and then look in the inspector, scroll down the thing movement speed. That would be 1.
Okay. And then what's the learn about? Oh yeah. And then I remember something about learn. Is that in setting that we have to select, or is it just automatically?
There we go. Okay.
I don't know. I wasn't thinking that part. Let me take a look and find out.
Okay.
Did you just select it to add it? Just double click on it?
No, you drag it onto the Viking. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Cool, thank you. That was.
I heard you say it's like about better, but I don't like that one said.
I was trying to write it at the same time I was clicking. So I wasn't sure if that was a checkbox or if that was just something that he mentioned. That might have been something that he was talking about in the script.
We didn't do the cameras.
Not that I'm aware of.
Is that a problem? What's supposed to happen when you hit the play button?
Your character just like goes around.
Like it's like like when you're this hard to do. You add the idle animation to it first to be like
Yeah, so if you when you're animated, you can choose if you want to stay. So the one you want to be orange is not idle.
And you can right click to change it if you made one of the others you defaulted.
I'm not following yet.
So go to your Viking, and then under animator it says controller. So just double click on that.
I'm not seeing anything that you're talking about. We're probably looking in the wrong place because these things are kind of labeled similar in different places. Okay.
One above it. Double click on that. Yeah, so it should be.
Okay, so if we hit play, what's supposed to happen?
Maybe it's because you have the pause thing on too. Where's your character? It's supposed to be like. Go back to scene. Scene tab. Wait, so click on animator again.
Oh yeah.
Click play.
Walk around.
The camera has a alert on it.
And then unclick don't click the mid part. So click play, but don't click it. And then
Oh no, so come back to you in the script. I put it in the script. Oh, can you look at the camera control?
We'll move the little from this one.
No, go to the camera.
I don't know. Well, that's just because it's wrong. Yeah, but you'd have to right click on title. I would add it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We must have done something wrong because we hit the play button, it doesn't quite behave the way we were expecting. Go ahead, hit play. Okay, so nothing's really happening, I guess.
Okay. So stop. Ah. Here, the Viking. That's it. I'm gonna explain the script.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the script. I'm gonna explain it all.
Okay.
Explain. Oh no. What's on? Ah, okay. So here, your camera rig, camera controller says, "What are you following?" And it didn't fill it in, so it doesn't know. So you're gonna follow the Viking. Okay. And the camera rig. Yes. Okay. When it does no play. See, no we can look. And the character standing in the island. Okay.
Okay. You want to continue?
Yeah.
Okay. Next thing.
That's okay.
What I want to do is I want to, so when I press play now, my character is standing in the idle. But when I press forward, I want my character to walk. Okay? How are we going to do that? Well, look at this. I'm going to go to my animator here. And how do I get there? I select my Viking. Okay, and here I have the controller Viking sword. The controller, they clicked, and it opens it. And I see idle, jump, and run. Well, I want to be able to go from idle to run, and from run to jump. From idle to run, and from run to idle. Look what I'm going to do. Middle click. Make it transition. I'm going to make a transition from idle to run. I'm going to middle click from run to idle. What's going to happen now? Let's play. My character stands in the idle position, goes to run, idle, run, idle, run, idle, run. And it goes, see that? What happens in behavior? It runs and then goes to idle. Back and forward with the rest of its life. Okay? Make sense? Okay, it finishes the animation, goes to the next one, finishes it, and goes back. Okay. Now, what I'm going to say here is, when will I idle, go from idle to run? The moment I press my forward key, or my W key, or my joystick key, then I will change that. How do I do it? Okay. I'm going to make a parameter here, plus, no, here, parameters. Okay, click on that, and I press plus. And I see there I have different ways of parameters. I'm going to do a float. Okay, and I call it speed. Okay, when I press play, okay, and I move forward, you see that? You see the value goes to 1. But look into my. If I press down, I go to 0. But my animations are not correct. You see them? They're still cycling my animation. But my joystick, okay. When I take this joystick and I move it forward, the value of speed goes to 1. If I stop it, the value goes to 0. When I move it backwards, it goes to -1 actually. Okay? Now, how does that all work? Because here, my Viking has a script on it. Here. When I press the X and Y, the axis, the horizontal axis or the vertical axis, go to the animator and put the value of the speed the same as my input of my joystick. That's basically what it says. Make sense? So, let's think logical. I have my joystick. At what value? So when I press forward, my character runs forward at the same speed. Make sense? The moment I touch my joystick, the slightest touch I do, I want my character to walk forward. Do you agree? And I stop it now. So here, when I go from idle to run, I can put here a condition. Aha. Plus speed. When the speed, the sinus touch goes up from 0 to 1, not convert from 0 to 1, it goes slowly up. So the sinus touch that you want to do, you want to go from idle to run. Do you agree? When I have the condition here, okay, condition here. At what speed? If the speed is greater than what? When would you go from idle to run?
0.
Yeah, but we can't put 0 because it's
1.0.
0.1 or something, 0.01. But I'm going to put 0.1 because I'm not going to put 0. The reason is for physics. The physics might be a little bit delayed or something. The moment I do 0.1, then I have 100% walking forward. So look, I'm going to put this condition to 0.1. It's greater than 0.1. Okay, now the opposite direction. When will we go from idle to run? The moment that the speed is less than 0.1. Look now. Set my character, press play. So my character is standing in the idle. And I move forward, then I go to run. See? I stop and I go from run back to idle. Run, stop. Make sense? Okay, but there's one little thing I want to teach you. Look, everybody look at the screen. Okay? I know you want to look at me, but look at the screen. You see the cycle? Okay, goes from idle to the end. You see that? The moment I press forward, I can press forward. Okay. Now, but what you see is I have to fully end the animation before it goes to the end one. That's not good. I want when I click that it automatically right away goes to run. We can change that behavior by here. In that line here, in those transitions, you're going to say, here, has exit time. I'm going to remove it. That means you can leave the animation at any given time. You don't have to play until the end. So I do it both, has exit time remove, and no, look this. Press play. Standing still, and I run forward, and I'm running. I stop, go to idle. See? Cool, eh? Woo-hoo! Yeah, yeah. Stop. Okay? Okay. So, I'm going to recap what I do, and then you're going to do it. Okay? So, go to my Viking, double click on the controller, I immediately click on my idle and make a transition to run, and from run to idle. Here, I click on parameters and make a parameter speed. Look, I'm going to tell you one time. What is the difference between that letter and that letter? Exactly. One is huge and one is small. Okay? This is uppercase, lowercase. Please type it like that, because in the scripting I wrote, speed, if this word, send the value to the word speed with that spelling. Okay. Then, from idle to run, I remove hash exit time, and I say the condition speed is greater than 0.1. From run to idle, when the speed is less than 0.1. Okay, you gonna do this?
Okay. So, click on your Viking. Okay, we're going to your animator. Okay. Alright, so click on idle. Right click. You need to move your transition. Okay. Cross idle.
Oh, sorry.
Run.
The PowerPoint is updated now.
Go to run.
Sorry.
Make transition. From run to idle.
And you also want to
Alright, now go into your click on the little screen. Click and drag. Jump out. There you go. Okay, so click on your little arrow that goes between the two, and now so now that's from idle to run. Okay. So in your conditions, you hit the plus.
We get to the animator screen
So go click on your Viking object.
on the Viking sword, yeah.
The big one.
Oh yeah.
Back to
Okay.
And then on an animator, double click controller.
Where's animator?
Right there.
Oh, right there. Okay,
Yeah, so
controller.
double click the Viking sword on controller.
arrow.
Very good.
Oh, I see. Got it.
Condition equals speed. Capital S. You type inside there.
Yep.
Is there a way to lock like camera orientation so
Drop down.
so it doesn't so it stays at that one like on yours? So it doesn't, or did we not go over that yet?
We never did that.
Well, when I did it, it automatically.
No, we didn't do that. Here, the camera comes from the child.
Is there a drop down menu there?
Yeah. Thing. Because if it's a child, then the false rotation. See?
Oh, okay. Because I thought you said it makes.
No, don't do that.
Oh, okay.
I showed us a bad example.
Thank you.
Okay, we got lost.
No.
I made a note about float and speed.
Yeah. So we go to parameter.
Parameter.
And there we're gonna make a plus.
That's right.
Float. And speed. Yeah. Enter. Yeah, okay. Now we go to from idle, click on this line from idle to the run. And there we see.
Speed.
Yeah, greater than 0.1. Yeah.
0. And then click on the arrow going the other way.
And also remove hash exit time, so you can leave at any given time.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
And then
Go to the math. Okay, yeah.
less than. It's not greater, but less than. 0.1. You have exit time unchecked.
Excuse me. How do you do the transition between the states?
So right click
on idle.
on idle.
Yeah.
Try hit play.
Make transition.
Make transition.
And then you just click on jump or click on run. And then do the same thing from run to idle.
The animations are
Position.
yeah.
Okay.
I moved jump out of the way for now, so you can see the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So click on the one of the transitions.
One of the transitions. Okay. And then speed.
Did you do the float thing yet?
Yeah, new float.
You have to call it speed though.
Oh, okay. That's the name. With the
No,
capital.
you just click on.
Oh, under name.
Yeah.
SP.
Oh, well, you click on the object itself. So click on new float on the name.
Right here.
Yeah.
And then name it.
No, because that's just a search function.
Okay.
So
And
you
then.
just
Oh, that's the name.
Yeah.
Capital S.
yeah.
Okay. Enter.
And then you click on one of the transitions. You go to conditions, add a condition. The little plus. And then speed is greater than 0.1.
So just 0.1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then another, click on the other thing.
Same thing.
Same thing except less than.
Less than. That's because it's going the opposite
Yes.
direction.
And then you also want to
Exit
click.
time.
Yeah.
So I got to go back and change the other one too.
Yeah.
0.1. The things the 0.01. The 0.1.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
0.01. Yeah. You have that 0.1.
Okay. And then this window pops up from that tab there, animator.
Yeah, and if you want to get back to the other one, you just click C.
Okay.
Oh no, you're not supposed to click
I
it.
see.
You're not supposed
But
to
the
just-
first time you
supposed
open
to adjust the
animator, you
connection.
just told me a while
So
ago.
there, you change.
double click on
So
the
greater than point. Change that to
Yeah.
0.0.
The first time, yeah.
the first time.
But otherwise, it just opens
Yeah.
this other tab.
And
Okay.
then choose the other connection. And then, did you change anything in here?
No, I don't think so.
Try play it again.
I think we had it at that step.
I feel like your character might be floating.
The animations just not have it's still like in an idle mode except he's moving forward.
Struggle boxes. Try it. Get out of play mode. Go back to
The animation isn't really playing for the guy when we hit play. Go ahead and hit play, Shane, and look at it and see. Okay, so when you it's an idle animation is working, but not the run animation.
Okay, yeah.
What did we do wrong?
Because here is a plus,
Yeah.
and you create an unknown definition. Like you put it like this was empty, and then it's looking. What is the other condition you want? That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We had an extra condition in there. There he goes. Okay. Okay, go to speed and so instead of 0.1, I had here. You have 0.01 right there. Try 0.1. Yeah, and same with the other way around. 0. You wouldn't know why. Now the guy is running, but he's running super slow. His feet are slipping. What's that? Move speed. So the move speed, I guess, is kind of wacky because if you look at the guy, he's running, but his feet are slipping because he's running really fast but not going anywhere. The Viking.
But for this one, so for this one, you selected only to run by. So greater
Okay, what did we screw up there?
So why is the character going to the left? Okay, the control was part in the ground. That was it. You put it in the ground, so it doesn't know what to do. If you would put your feet in the ground, it's kind of difficult. So you put it nicely above it. Yeah.
Some of it is.
Incredibly simplified compared to
It's pretty cool. You do it twice a year in your cycle. Don't hit play. Play is positive. Sugars. So what you can do is you can run a trial. You can and then you on the camera race and make sure that rotation
Okay, you want to continue?
Yes.
Okay. So what we're going to do? Okay. So now we can walk around and in the scene. But what we want to do, we want to pick up objects. We want to pick up those collectible objects. Okay? We're going to do that. And when we can pick them up, then we're going to make them randomly respawn so we can have to find in the game to pick them up. Make sense? Okay. Here in my prefab, I have a collect.
It's hard to hear you without the mic.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Hello, you hear me? Hello.
Yep, much better. Thank you.
So, I'm gonna go here to my collectible, this object. Okay? And I'm gonna drag it into my scene here. Okay? I'm gonna frame it, and I see it's part in the ground, I'm gonna move it up. Okay? Now look, notice that object, it's a collectible. I have a light attached to it, okay, to make it like really visible. And I have a particle system also attached to that. Okay, I can simulate it here. So that's that light, that yellow is not a light but a particle system. Okay, because that is a light, and that's a particle system. Okay, that we made. And then we have that shield. Okay, and that collectible is a light, and that shield has this has also a capsule collider attached to it. So my character can collide to that object then to pick it up later on. Okay, no. What I'm going to do is here, my collectible is a prefab, but I want to add a script to it that you can pick it up. Okay. Add a component, script, and it's collectible. Okay. Okay. I'm going to explain the script here. It's really simple actually. On trigger enter, that means when the character walks into the collider, if two colliders hit each other on trigger enter. And when I enter that, and I'm gonna make sure if it's a player. So my character I will set it as a player. If it's a player, then I will stop the particles. Don't show this anymore. Okay, and then destroy that object. I remove fully object. But here, what I'm doing also here, I'm gonna fade the light out because especially in VR, you don't want to have pop in and pop off objects because they don't exist really in real life. You fade it out more. Okay, I'm gonna show you the effect here. Okay, so I'm gonna put my Viking node as a tag as a player. Okay. Now look here, press play. Then my character goes to that thing here and I pick it up and you see the light fading. Okay. We especially do that because then it's all more natural. Okay. And the more you do that in VR, the better you can accept everything, and the less you're gonna feel disconnected from it. So let's play. Okay, let's go pick it up. Woo! Aha! I picked it up. Okay. No, there's one important thing you have to do. This object has a script on it. The prefab in the project here, the collectible, does not have the script on it. So we're going to have to update that object. How we do that? By selecting the collectible in the here, and I press the button apply. When I press apply, I will send the update from here back to the original object. That original object, apply, that object will now have that script attached to it. And if you do updates here in the scene and you want a collectible update, why do I do that? Well, I can delete the collectible from the scene. And in my video game, how I manage my video game, I will say drag one here, drag one unexpectedly there, drag one unexpectedly there. I want that script to be attached to it. That's the power of using prefabs. And you can update that and then send it instantiate, copy it in the scene. Okay, I'm gonna go over what you have to do. I select the collectible, drag it in here. Okay, and drag it a bit up. What are you gonna attach to it?
Collectible.
The collectible script. Add the script collectible. What are you gonna do then? Press apply. And then last part is, not the last part?
Set the player tag.
Yes. See this? The same person pays attention. Oh, gee. Oh, okay. So again, the previous person didn't pay attention. So I selected Viking sword here, and the tag is player because in the code we're going to say the tag of this object has to be player. Tag means a second name basically, because you could make a game, collect fruit, and all your different fruits like oranges, apples, and pear, you put as tag fruit. Okay, and then I delete the collectible from the environment. Or you can of course test it. Let's press play, and then go pick it up. If I pick it up, yeah, picked it up and it disappeared. Okay, and then I delete it from my hierarchy. Okay, you're gonna do that? Yeah, I mean definitely delete it. But make sure you press the update button. Update button.
Prefab collectible.
Oh yes, I'm gonna put up the steps in. Sorry.
Where are the prefabs? see prefabs, but I don't see, okay, go click on the prefab and he will see collectibles somewhere. Click on the entire prefab. There you go. There's collectibles. Yeah, collectibles. And drag onto the scene. There you go. Alright, move it up a little bit. There you go. Alright. And then you're going to add a component to it. A collectible. Then add the component. And the component is a script called collectibles. Okay. Then you're going to make Viking player. So you're going to make Viking a player. Okay. Tag Viking as player. So just get a tag somewhere. How to tag the Viking as a player?
So click on Viking score.
Viking score.
Right in the inspector at the top right, it says tag, and it's listed as a tag right now.
Okay, yeah. And tag.
So do you just make it add
Right.
tag or
No, player.
player?
Yeah.
You run over to it.
That's it.
Grab it.
So take your Viking.
Just do it. Okay, stop.
Drag the Viking sword in. So
And then how do you add the light?
It's automatic now.
Oh, it's automatic.
take your Viking sword and drag it into your prefab folder.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like that's how we see it. Even if you look at the things we know in the and then
I mean, it's kind of a very fluid kind of thing. Once you learn how stuff works in like other things, it kind of follows the same line of thinking.
See, Shane, it's overwhelming at first.
When you first take these classes, it's like basically like. So that's how our teacher described it, and he wasn't lying. Like 3 or 4 people in our cohort quit, and we never saw them again. Like the first week, they were because they thought it was. I don't know what they thought it was. I guess they didn't realize it was the work. Because we would stay in there for like hours.
So everyone goes into it. You go on the website, they have like a reference dictionary where you can look up all the functions.
Linda.com.
Vocabulary words that you
It's just for like abstract, you look on there, like what is a good body, what is a collective, they explain what the features are. So
Linda has a bunch of
Like he said, like if you go to the asset store, so if you're not a program, write the script yourself. You can buy a script or you can get a script from someone else.
it's free learning.
It's some of the scripts are pretty self-explanatory. You can just copy and paste it by the
Model one in Unity, or would you put that on
And then you animate it so good that you import it, you can import it with all the animations. So like, you know, where the animations are, that guy was animated. So all that stuff was like,
Oh, mine.
yeah. Which was one of the ones. And then from there you can just break it up with that. No, that's like 7,000.
Is
Oh
that
no!
Yeah, I think you can actually get it a while. Do you have a
Yeah.
So if you go to the Autodesk code, you can actually get it free. And as long as you don't let your student version expire, just keep doing it. If you have a school email, yeah, you can go to the Autodesk website and get a student version of the program called iLab. And as long as you have that email, you can keep redoing it.
You like to lie in it
So I'm just starting. I just did like about this is my first foray into it.
Hey, you want to continue?
Oh, you're in high school?
College. I'm around Stanford.
You guys are on break now? Is that what
School doesn't start till like the 26th, so.
The collectibles. Randomly, we want to spawn them over all those points. Okay? That's an empty game object. You saw it before. When we create an empty game object, we paste here all empty game objects. And then I want to spawn at those empty game objects randomly. Well, I'm going to take my spawn points as the master of it, and I wrote a little script that says find those objects and randomly spawn those objects there. So add a component, script, collectible spawner. What will I spawn? The prefab collectible. Okay, I'm going to open the script here. It's a super simple script basically. Okay, here. When I start, find the children spawn points and find their position. So I know the locations of the spawn points. Run spawn collectible. Basically, find them all, make an array of that. Then everything is nicely explained here. Basically, what I'm doing is randomly spawning over all those points. Okay. I'm going to press play, and I can test this now. Okay, one spawns there. Okay, and let's go pick it up. Okay. Okay. Let's see where it is. There. Okay. Oh, and there's no one there. See? Woo-hoo. Pick it up. Pick it up, and there's one next one. It's like a lucky tell. You have to find all the objects to go to the next level. Okay, and I pick it up. There. Pick it up. See? And it keeps on going, and you can play for the rest of your life like this. Okay? So, I'm going to recap what I do. You go to your hierarchy, you open environments, and they're going to see spawn points. That object will control that. I add a script to it, collectible spawner, and I drag and drop the prefab in there. That is an object. How does it work here? Look, it's really simple if you're new to scripting. I do a public game object. That means you can drag and drop an object in an open slot. If you type in public game object, it creates an open slot. Then you can drag and drop objects in there. Okay? So that's why we have an open slot. That means it has the power of having exposed parameters. I can drag and drop the collectible in there. Okay, it's a collectible for my prefab. And it's always safe to save one at a time in scene, because software never crashes. That's why we never save. Okay? Press play. And no, I can play the game here. Okay? To go pick them up. Okay, you're gonna do that. So I'm gonna put on the PowerPoint here. Collectibles. Here, spawning the collectibles, and make sure you have your collectible delete. But we did that before. Go to the collectible spawner and add the spawn point. Add the collectible spawner to the spawn point, and add the prefab to it. Make sense?
I missed the part about deleting the collectible object from the
Oh,
scene.
we did that in the previous loading cycle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go to your environment. And then what you're going to do is drag you're going to add a component. Script. And the script is some or something like that. Yeah, no, I deleted this one. You can get it. Yeah, you can get it there. Collectible prefab. Go ahead and grab the collectible spawner, drag it over there. So there you go. All right. All right. Whoa. You gotta take it down. Oh, there you go. Did you get yours? No. Yes. I think the power was why our guy goes.
It's because you're in play mode.
Okay.
So if you want to make any changes, you have to exit play mode. Otherwise, if you make changes while you're in play mode, it's not going to save you.
That's what we did. We were in play mode and we made the changes. Okay, so go to environment. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah. You know what? We weren't in when we made those changes. All the changes, all the stuff is there.
So you have the collectible. That's pretty much how it is. Should I go to hit play?
So I missed the part where he said to make them deleted.
Oh, you have
He's in the
you
last
have
step.
Try
The last one, which was
He's in the last step, so
Spawning things?
is that a collectible?
yeah, I think it's all. Does it not work when you? Does it not go away?
I didn't do the deleted stuff.
Oh well, that was in the last step. Last slide.
Yeah, I didn't do it. So do you remember how would I go back and do that?
Can you play it and like so pause and play it and see if it? Did you do this part? So click on your Viking shield.
Yeah.
Shield.
Shield.
You can close the other tabs just so it's easier to.
Okay.
Just close the
So
environment tab.
How about I try it again?
Yeah.
I got sword. I don't have shield.
Did you not drag your shield in? Oh, press
You mean
yeah. It's
the
because
collectible,
it's
right?
you gotta unpause. You gotta pause it first, or
Or to stop there.
so click your shield. I think you called it collectible. I don't know why you have two collectibles.
Because I just
Maybe
do
delete one of them. Yeah, delete one of those.
So
Click that. You did it.
Oh, disappear duration. Is that
No,
what
no,
it means?
it's just this part lets it be collected. So, if
Oh,
you-
okay, so once
yeah,
you collected it, disappeared, right?
Yeah.
So is that what
that's what it is.
that's what the
That's the
collectible
delete.
does? It also deletes it. Oh, I thought there was an additional step at the end there. Okay. And then it should auto spawn. I thought I did that. Maybe that was the one I just deleted.
Oh, because you have to go into environment, go into spawn points.
Okay, so that's probably because you haven't set your player.
Just click the header.
So let's pause the
Yeah.
and let's go to your Viking.
So
And
so that's
okay, you are
so
typing
it'll
the player,
self-generate once it's collected.
Yeah, once you get one, it makes a new one.
Okay. I just
Instead of the 5 positions.
okay, because I just tried that and it didn't
the
happen.
main one. There you go.
So I thought maybe I had to do it manual delete script or something. Here, I'll show you.
Yeah.
You have a compiler set on your Viking. That's a question I'm gonna have to ask.
So there's the one, right? So
Yeah. Did you make your thing of Gaia player? You didn't make your Gaia player, doesn't matter.
yeah, I did a while ago.
Maybe yes. Okay. Because that's the only thing I can think of why it's not quite.
So I collected it, but it didn't spawn.
Well, did you look on the home map? It might be like something.
I got a lot of latency. It's hard to navigate. How do I zoom out in the player?
Use your like, mouse wheel.
Mouse wheel. That's why it's not zooming out.
So when they walk over the collectible, it's not.
Or do you have
You have the
to move your mouse
I'm
with
not
the
sure
camera?
what's causing it.
Which
That's under camera. Under main
up
camera.
here or down here?
Well, click main camera.
I gotta escape out.
Because
Oh, the script isn't set for the. Okay, I missed that.
because when you deleted it, you didn't press the update button.
Yeah, you forgot a step. Add component.
Collectible. That's it.
Script.
That's what tells it that you can collect it.
So what did we do wrong again on that?
So when you make the prefab, and when you drag it in, you add the script to this and delete it. You have to press the update button, so that it updates
I
there.
gotta do it
That's
again.
it.
We missed the updates. Okay.
Okay, so if you play it now,
This is camera, add component.
Yeah.
Okay,
Take it.
you ready?
So here in Hilo, we have
There
a
you go.
problem that when they select an object, the game crashes.
Game practice.
Okay.
And then it's camera,
I would have locked off the
follow,
system.
editor, control.
Any hit?
No.
Maybe it helped close to the other stuff. Chrome takes a lot of.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Well, 2 of 2.
Game crashes. And the editor also?
You might need to upgrade your graphics.
Yeah. Just like
That is strange.
Yeah, and then mouse control. So that's fine. So
but that should work.
Okay, right now I cannot say it, but it would be great if you could save your scene and send me your project to me
still play.
to see if I have the same issue.
Okay, we'll try.
Okay. Okay, I have another 15 minutes, 20 minutes left. Because then I have to also test 2 people. They tell me they know very good Unity, and I test them. And then I go, hey, it's really started. I'm going to Molokai. Well, people like, what? Because I'm from Belgium, and that's why I want to see it once. So, okay. So, what we're going to do now, and that's the most important, one of the most, I'm going to talk about the game manager. Okay. It is really easy, but it's to do it. But for people who have been using Unity for a while, or who has worked with Canvas once? Okay, several people. I'm gonna show you the power of the Canvas mixing with 3D. Only crazy. Okay. If you never used Unity, I want to show you this way. Or new to VR, I want to show you this way how actually VR buttons work. Because putting a button in VR doesn't really work. You want to put 3D objects in there. Okay. I made it easy. Okay. I'm gonna go here to my models. No, my prefabs, and I have a game manager. My game manager is to manage my game, my gameplay. And we call it in Unity like that in the game production. If you have a final script, that script will control when I win, when I lose. If I pick up 3 objects, I win. Right? It's an easy script. Well, here, it's a bit of a long script, but basically here, I set my score in the beginning. Okay, and then here's if I win and I lose, things like that. But okay, what I want to point out is this. I'm going to take that prefab. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go to my prefab and I go to my collectible. No, to my game manager. And I'm going to drag and drop it in my hierarchy. Okay. Okay. I did that just to make it easy for you. I have a timer panel here. Okay. This will show my time. But you see here very clearly, I use a 3D object and I put a canvas over it. A canvas is, if you don't know, is like a layover to put in text and buttons. Okay. Now I put it on top of each other so that I have here in code, I can change the text of that. Right? But you see, it's not anymore like on the side, my time. I put it in there. Okay. And I'm going to make that a child of my environment. Because when I move around, I'm going to show you. I have another panel. The timer panel should be a part of the environment, yes? What did I do? What did I do, Carl? Yeah, the timer panel is a child of my environment. It breaks the prefab, yes. If we disconnect the prefab, it will break. Now I have here the collectible panel. Double click on that. Look what I'm going to do. I'm going to take here my Viking. Okay? And I'm going to place it under this. I'm going to take here, you see? I'm going to take here my collectible panel. This panel, look, I put it on top of my character in 3D. And that shows how many objects I picked up. I encourage you to play some games and you're going to see the ammo or anything you pick up and make it a 3D object. Not just a layover here. That will show them on top of my character how many objects I've collected. And I have to collect 4 to win the game. Okay, another thing is here. Okay. I'm going to place here a door here in the game. Okay, where's my door? Here. I have my collected panel, I put my timer in. Okay, that's correct. And now look here. Pay attention to this. Okay, I'm going to unhide this quickly. Okay. If I win the game, you saw that? It popped in a little bit. When you make an animation of this coming in a little bit, compare, play games, VR games that don't bring it in, and VR that just show it. You're gonna see when you bring it smoothly a little bit in, it's more acceptable. It's not so harsh. But what's important is here that this button is automatically selected. In script you can say select the button automatically. Because if the buttons are not selected, then you it's there. Okay. How are you going to select that button? You don't. That's why we write a script, select the button automatically. Of course, you do a raycast and look at the object, you do a raycast. But then you have to write an extra. I want to automatically select it. Okay, it's selected. Continue. I don't have to even precise look at it. Okay. Now, another important thing that in the background is this. This is a little bit special down here. This button, okay, is a 3D object. Everything like this. I have the button, play again, exit. But secretly I put this on it. And that's more advanced. You don't have to create a canvas to add a button on it. Hey, this is just a get component button. That object will automatically be a button. It doesn't have to be a canvas object. And then I can, if you're more advanced, then you can make your button and make an animation of colors changing, and then drag and drop that animation there. Then, in that way, you use 3D objects with canvas elements to make it animated very fast. Okay, if you're new to Unity, just don't listen to me. Okay. But the beauty is now this. Okay, my game is done. I'm gonna deactivate this one. Okay. Press play. And now I can look around and there's one thing missing. My point system is not attached to my character. I take the collect panel and I'll drag it onto my Viking. When I press play, okay, look there, I'm going to pick up the panel. I need to find the other panel. Where are you? There it is. 2 panels, 4 panels, and I have to do it in a certain time. Yeah. 3 panels. Where is it? Oh, there it is. If I do the 4th panel, okay. Then here, the one thing we have to do is in the game manager, it's asking which wall will open. And I have a wall here. Let me show you. I go to my environment, and in my environment I have a wall. So when I pick up the objects in a certain time, that will be animated open. Okay? Thanks again. So I have to go to my game manager and say, what opens? My wall. And here we can cheat. Instead of 4 objects, I'm going to put it to 1. Okay. Press play. And okay, I'm going to go pick up that 1 object. Yep, and you see the door opening? I know I can go, I'm the master. See, I always win. Okay. And then, yeah, that's it. And then you can continue and see what you want to do. Yeah. Make sense? Okay. Okay, I'm just going to continue a few things to explain a few things. Because I want to wrap up around a little bit after 3. Okay? Okay, in a second. Okay. In Final Build Settings. That's an important one. When you export the game, you want to export as a standalone. Okay? The build setting means export it now, so you can submit it to a store, you can share it with friends. But there's one thing in VR I want to point out there. Is this. In my player settings, everything is set, is this. Resolution and presentation. You don't have to put in full speed. But this is the biggest misconception here. The people who put the Oculus on and they played the game, you saw there was a version running on the screen and a version running in the glasses. Make sense? Guess what? They told the different streams. That one on the screen has nothing to do with the quality in your eyes. So what I see sometimes, people say, well, I'm going to put it super high here, for high quality, because then it looks better in my goggles. No, has nothing to do with this. So this one, if your friends really want to see when you play, and it's always fun, I actually put this to lower quality, because I don't want to take the CPU of my computer and the graphics of that. I want to give all my CPU that I can to my application. I don't care about my friends. Okay? So I put it to 460, 480 there. Okay? And then I do built-in run and save it as Hawaii. Okay? And now I have my game actually built. Now I can start with the submission process to my different stores. Okay? And I want to point that out also. You see this building. What is happening? It is actually taking the light information of my seed and baking it out. What does that mean, baking it out? You have those. Okay? They are calculating the shadow, and the bounce does the light. Now in Unity, when the first time you can see when the first time I start to play the scene, it's dark and it starts to calculate the light information. You can actually say pre-bake it and store it. Put it in a memory. Of course, one thing I want you to be aware of it. It's not a problem when you do PC games, console games. But if you build, you have to understand this is memory. If you do a build for mobile, there you have the thing. Remember, mobile devices are very memory limited bound. So think about if you build and you do very nice settings and beautiful, it will calculate a lot of memory on there. Of course, the mobile devices get better and better and better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this here. Okay. And I'm going to change one setting. Okay. Okay, normally the cancel button works. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to put the last cycle up, that you can do it. Then I'm going to put also a survey on it. You can say yes or no, you liked it or not, how much you hated it, how much you had fun. But the cool thing is if you put in the survey in, you will receive this. Okay. Here. This is a movie file that takes you through everything step by step, but much longer and much more in detail and explains every part of the script. So you can fall asleep when you listen to everything. It also goes to the jumping. And then here it goes in depth about those buttons. It goes over every single detail that you want to learn. Okay? It also comes with the PowerPoint, so that afterwards you can do it yourself fully again. Is that interesting?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm going to show you how you do the game management, so you can put your 3D icons there. Remember, in VR, you're going to use canvases mixed with 3D to make it work, instead of just buttons. And then you build the game, and then you can see it all works. Okay? So, what did I do? Went to my prefab. I went to my game manager UI, and I drag it in. Okay. In my game manager UI, I open this, and the correctable panel, the panel that you can see where they correct things, that should be part of my character. So when I walk around, that it follows. That I drag onto my Viking. Okay. My timer, I drag and drop that on my environment. And in my game manager UI, the only thing I have to drag and drop is my wall. And my wall, you can find it in the environment. Then you're going to find the wall. That is the object I will open. Okay. And you're going to go here to game manager. And drag and drop the wall in there. You save your scene. Okay. I'll save. Here, save. basically your game is ready and you can do build and run. Okay? But remember, when you're going to watch the movie file, there's a few extra more steps on it. There will be a step on basic audio, and I added also a step on improved UI. You have the timer panel, the collector panel. The timer will belong to the environment because it's locked above the rock. The collect is a panel that shows how many objects you collect, and then you're going to make a child of your character. So, the collect panel, I'm going to drag it on my Viking. And my time, I will collect it, drag it on my environment.
Where did you drag to the environment?
What's that?
Where did you just drag to the environment?
The collectible. That's the panel that shows how many objects you collected, and that will belong to your character. And the timer, you will collect it, drag it on your environment.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the timer is a clock who stands still with the environment. And then here.
Okay, so Shane, go freak that out.
Because and don't forget the wall to drag it into the wall property of the game manager.
Game manager UI and drag and drop it into your hierarchy. Close a lot of that stuff. So
No, just so the game partner and jealous always.
game manager and then we collect, drag the collect panel onto the Viking, and then the timer. Okay, so we were trying to drag the collect onto the Viking, but I guess that's the wrong thing to do.
Yes, correct.
Okay, and then the timer onto the environment.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here what I'm going to do is this. I will just move you a bit forward so it's nice here. That's it. And then here in the game manager.
Yeah.
And that script controls the whole the bidding and everything. Here, what's the wall? That's the wall. Oh, no. That's the wall. I need them to click. That's it. Yeah, and then you can do build and run if you want. Of course, there's some.
And that's under file?
Yeah, file, build settings. Yep.
Sorry, you were going just a little too fast.
Yeah.
Steps, there's a lot of steps there.
That's it. No, you don't have to only do steps. You can pick what you want.
Okay.
Ah, you installed everything. That's good. Ah, no. Open download page. And then you can do here build settings, player settings, and then you don't have to do full screen. Then you can change all those things.
That is set at 460 by 480.
Oh, 840?
Okay.
480. Okay.
Hey, sir, we gotta head out of here.
Oh,
but
okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That's great.
Change that to 480.
What's the versus?
460 by 480? Or 840 maybe? I don't know.
It's 640.
I'm kind of dyslexic. Alright, and then what's the last step? Build? Build and run, or? Build and run? Save.
Okay. While you're wrapping up, if you fill in the survey, you're going to get the movie file, you're going to get the PowerPoint, and you also make a chance to win a Unity Pro license. So somebody from the group will get a Unity Pro license. Okay. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, PayPal, all those ways to follow me. Okay? And feel free to email me if you have technical questions. Okay? But more, I want to thank you for coming out and to come to listen to my boring things. I hope you learned something. Okay? But also a big applause for Joe and Patrick who walked around and helped everybody. Next time I want to come longer, more time. And then also for the people on the other islands, I want to go to the other islands. Yeah. But a big thank you to Chris Lee and Jason. They made it fully possible, and it's really awesome. I just sent one email to Chris, and he does it all. So I'm super lazy. And thank you so much, Chris and Jason. Big applause for setting this up. For me, Chris has worked on my favorite movie ever, Final Fantasy Spirits Within. So for me, that's like, he said, wow. And that's like, when I in the office, I was like, no, guys, you don't understand. So my coworker, he's a big fan of Pokemon Go, and I said, no, that's for kids. Adults, it's Final Fantasy Spirits Within. So, a big thank you. Okay, I'm gonna let you wrap up, and I'm gonna torture two students here. So you're gonna call Ashley? Yeah. Okay. No, we should find something.
Thank you for letting me use your report.
Process cannot access the files that is being used by another process.
Yeah, I got it up and running.
So is it a safe scene or is it a safe project?
I think you have to export it, so it's like edit and then it's
I
like building.
I gotta build it before I save it.
I didn't do that step. Just because I'm waiting to do the other.
Oh, so that's
It's not keeping score.
And then when he exported it, I forgot what the resolution was, but it was like
Or 60